The radio station that lets you be a news reporter does a more than adequate job on its own, beating out its morning radio news competitors most every day. Tonight, Diane Allen looks inside the newsroom and the people who work at WBBM Newsradio 78 as her close-up on morning radio continues tonight. Diane?
Well, Joel, all this week I've been introducing everyone to the personalities on morning radio, and I'm going to do that tonight with News Radio 78, but it's not as simple as it was for the other stations, because instead of one, they have dozens of people on the air.
WBBM News Time 5:55, a traffic update now from Barry Edwards at the Sears Skyday.
Good morning, Dale. On the Eden from Dempster to the Kennedy right now, a 10-minute trip. Kennedy from Cumberland to Ohio, 17 minutes, 7 on your express lanes. The Junction to Ohio, an 8-minute trip. From Computer Traffic Control, this is Barry Edwards.
WBBM News Time 8:47. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dale McCarran. I'm John Hultman.
Traffic is just as hectic inside as out. John Hultman and Dale McCarran try to make sense out of Chicago every morning. It's just their staff versus a city of millions. But somehow it all comes together every morning perfectly.
15 inmates held 4 guards and 4 prisoners hostage for about 3 hours.
57 degrees, it's 8:09.
The latest consumer price index is out.
As far as coordination between Dale and myself, as a 2-person anchor team, we are back and forth so much that you sort of anticipate. I anticipate what he's going to do, and he anticipates what I'm going to do.
Together, news director Hultman and his morning co-anchor McCarran anticipate what Chicago wants in the morning. Sports, traffic reports, weather, and of course news. Now at other stations, morning radio boils down to 1 or 2 men and a microphone, but not so at News Radio 78. Dozens of people put in very long hours getting the morning news together, and so coordination is a key point.
I'm Don Mellama. A 3-hour power outage for about 7,500 families in Elk Grove Village.
These reporters that work with us in the morning are very busy, as you've no doubt seen here, between cutting the tape and getting the interview and going out on a story. They have a tremendous responsibility to get information back to us, as do the writers here. Everybody has to pull together because our staff is not giant size. I would say 9 times out of 10 we're successful in gathering each of the stories that we basically need to, fulfill the Chicagoans' diet for information.
This is Jerry's Deli. For years, reporter John Cody's come here not for a cup of coffee, but to find out how Chicago feels about important issues.
Inflation, 0.6% last month. What adjustments in your lifestyle? Any at all?
After I get through shooting golf, we don't stop for lunch anymore.
They sent me over to the Northwestern station, and these suburban commuters will trample you to death in the morning. The people at Jerry's are not quite as self-protective. I'm checking the impact of this cost of living on various folks over at Jerry's Delicatessen and Opinion Research Center on East Grand.
After I get through shooting golf, we don't stop for lunch anymore. We go home or stop into McDonald's.
McCarran kind of hollers at everybody, makes things happen. Hultman, who's the news director, kind of keeps people from flying apart. It falls into place.
They're a top-notch operation. You know some of those people.
Listen, McCarran and I are old Army buddies. We won the Battle of Fort Slocum, and I know his real name. Dale McCarran's real name is... No, I can't do it. Ruin his profession.
Didn't think you would, Joel. And that's the news for this Thanksgiving night. I'm Terry Murphy.
And I'm Joel Daly. That's my real name. I'll be back tomorrow at 5, 6, and 10. Join us then. Good night.